Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is the first in a new collaboration. This is Crafty Michelle's Alice in Wonderland collab. This is a short 2-week collaboration, today and next week on the 29th. Both weeks are crafter's choice, so we can make whatever we want as long as we are using the Alice in Wonderland theme. So this, as I said, is a collaboration. There are about 12 of us in the collab, and it is a fantastic lineup of really talented artsy crafty people. So do go over and check everybody out, because I'm sure that there's going to be some amazing projects, and I can't wait to get looking at all those videos and soaking up all that inspiration. So I will make sure that all of the links to all of the other channels are in the description box below this video, so that you can easily hop along and see what everybody else has been creating. So I started out with all of this ephemera. This is just printed ephemera. I'd picked up the original images from an Etsy seller a while ago, and I haven't actually ever used them, so I knew I wanted to use them during this collaboration. So that's where I started, and my idea was to alter a cup and saucer. So I went out charity shopping, or thrift shopping if you're in the States, to see what I could find. And unfortunately, because of the COVID situation, there's still not an awful lot in the way of charity shops and things open. So I didn't have loads and loads of choice, and I was really struggling. I couldn't find a cup and saucer that I liked. And then I stumbled across what I think are bookends. So I'll show you the one that I haven't altered first. So this is what I started with. And it is obviously a little... just a little pot. It's a stack of books. There's Pride and Prejudice down there and memoirs on there. It's got a little hole in the top. I'm not really sure what that was for. It's falling to bits. The lenses, the glasses are falling out. I've had to give it a really good scrub. It was quite grubby. I think it might have been owned by somebody that smoked, because everything's quite yellowed. And it did smell a little bit smoky when I got it, but I gave it a good scrub, and the other one, and they came up okay, but yeah, not sparkling, not exactly what I was sort of wanting. So I started out, I decided to do the bigger of the two, and I gave everything a coat of gesso, and then I got working on it, and this is what I created. So now how best to fit it all in, because it's quite tall. See if I can, there we go. So I painted everything with gesso, and then I gave everything some coats of acrylic, and I went over with different coloured paints and sponged bits on to give it a bit of texture and to give it that sort of leather look on the books. And then I painted and dry brushed over the pages to make them look a little bit yellowed, like vintage paper. And then, as you can see, I've used the ephemera. So if we start on the bottom bit, I'll just bring the camera in a little bit closer to that bottom bit. Okay, I'm just trying not to knock my drink over. Okay, so you can see down the bottom here, everything obviously has been painted. I've repainted the watch chain and the watch. I tinted the glass lenses with some pink alcohol marker, and I stuck on some little charms. So I stuck on this little teapot charm, the spoon, a little key down here, and then there's a frog just around the corner here. And I also stuck some love hearts about here and there, because obviously we've got the Queen of Hearts. I then used my ephemera, and I put Alice with the little drink me bottle to the side here, and the white rabbit like he's about to step into the book. In front of those, and just sort of resting up against this quill, I've put the Mad Hatter there, having a high old time. I made a little book plate. Just made that, printed that off on the printer, cut it out with a shaped die, and then I've just aged and distressed it so that it fits in with the book. And I've put these little heart charms again, like flatback hearts, on that one. Then on the top we have created the rose garden, the Queen of Hearts and her rose garden. So let's see if I can get the light so you can actually see it, would be good. So as you can see, I've created a hedge all down the back there, and behind that we've got the playing card guards who are painting the roses red, because obviously they grew white and she demanded that they were red. So they've been in there with the paint trying to paint them red. I've also stuck some toadstools in around the side there, and we've got this really cute little snail just tucked in down the bottom there. We've got the Queen of Hearts herself shouting out her orders, and I've just placed a heart gem over the heart that was actually on the picture, just to give it a little bit more dimension. And then I've placed these 3 clock charms in a little cluster just above the white rabbit. I thought that was quite appropriate, just above the white rabbit. So that's what I made. Now, the trickiest thing was making the hedge, and to do that I used, I've got these in my stash, I don't even know why, but they're actually for aquatics, they're for putting in your fish tanks, I think. And I just trimmed a load of the branchy bits off the bottom and just left a chunk on the top there. I also took some of this, which is reindeer moss, and I snipped that up really small into a tub, and then I coated the top of what was left on the fluffy bit of this, coated it in hot glue and dipped it and swizzled it around inside the reindeer moss. And that obviously made this really cool hedge look. And I just tucked 3 of those into the opening on the top of the books, and then I have glued the roses into the hedge there. And I've got some red roses, so I stuck those in, but I've also got some white roses, and I just took a red alcohol marker and partially coloured them in, so it looked like the guards had been trying to paint them. So there we go, that's what I created. So we started off with that, and we ended up with this one. I'm really, really pleased with it. I think it's so fun and whimsical, and just, yeah, really, really good. And you could go on and on. You know, I've painted little elements and put a little toadstool, put the little heart, sparkly gem heart on there. I've put another piece of the ephemera on the back and a bit of lace to sort of cover up where my guards are being held onto the back of the ornament. And that's it. So that will be standing in my craft room. It's quite heavy, but that's okay because I've got a spot on my shelf just waiting for it. I really love it, and unfortunately the camera doesn't do it justice. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm really, really thrilled with how it turned out, and I absolutely love it. So I can't wait to see what everybody else has been creating. I do hope that you all hop along and see what other fantastic projects are out there for inspiration this week. And that's it from me for now. I'm going to get back to creating next week's project. I'll see you all again very, very soon in another crafty video. Bye for now.